Hello, this is Abhishek Sengupta. Welcome back. Now, I have been covering different aspects of startup. I have covered a lot in my previous videos, but right now, in this video, I'll take up the production phase. Now, once all preliminary checks are done, this is the time to head for production. You have secured funding, you have secured all the required processes, legal matters, etc. etc. You have done all checklists. Now, next you have to head for production. Loss of time in this phase should not be done because more you lose time, more money you have to lose. Now, with the start of production, it starts the operation phase. The operation phase starts knocking at your door. Now, production phase has to be planned properly. Full funding should not be used for production. You should have always certain things or certain amount of funding left in your hand. The right allocation of assets or resources is required in this. Now, once you are heading for the production phase, again you have to keep certain checklists in your mind. Number one is quality control. Now, quality of product or the service need to be absolutely checked on a regular basis. You cannot have a substandard product operating for you. Substandard product will not only degrade your goodwill, will also help competitors to have an edge over you. Next comes efficiency check. Now, what is an efficiency check? You have to check the efficiency of your production process. You can check this by simple method, number of products produced per capita time. That means number of products made divided by the unit of time. Higher the efficiency, higher will be your revenue. But remember, in order to hike up the efficiency, your quality of product should not go down. Next comes the security of the process. At times, the factory or the production process may go for certain accidents. However, the right security process, right processes in place can really prevent them. Now, the chances of accident too comes up. Now, chances of accident need to be minimized if the proper security processes are followed. And the last is the flow of raw material. Your supply chain need to be proper because your suppliers are the backbone of your production process. If the suppliers are not supplying the raw materials required for the production, your production process might get interrupted. Next is the breakdown. Now, breakdown is a different matter altogether. At times it is more of a technical matter rather than anything else. The breakdown can be prevented by regular preventive maintenance. Your maintenance department or your engineering department can play a right role in this. Now, remember, breakdown is a loss because every time your production stops, your efficiency falls and number of products made too declines. Remember, breakdown has to be prevented under all circumstances. At times, if required, the preventive maintenance can be done. You can stop your production for preventive maintenance. It's better than stopping the production due to breakdown. Next point comes the factors of production. Now, what are factors of production? The production requires certain products to keep going. You have to keep a close watch on these factors. Now, let me name few of them. Most of the time the factors remain the same, but at times there are certain refinement which happens based on industry, based on product line. Number one is man. Remember, the man power or manpower, whatever you take it as, is the most vital resource a company can have. Hence, you have to always remember that man need to be taken care, man need to be skilled, man need to be trained, etc. etc. because right manpower can really lead you to a greater heights. Next comes material. I have already mentioned that your supply line need to be proper, your suppliers need to be proper, your raw material need to be in regular supply in order to production, rather I must say the seamless production to take place. Next comes machines. Now machines are important because if the machines break down, your production phase gets interrupted. Remember, always remember, you have to have the right maintenance of your machines. Machines, I must say, it's your best friends. You have to keep them at their best status. You need to be absolutely careful about them. You have to plan a right maintenance for them, etc., etc. One more factor I have mentioned, which is nowadays a basic factor, that is electricity. You need to have uninterrupted supply of electricity for production. Next point I would like to capture here is disruption. Now let me tell you, the factors of production and the factors of disruptions are basically the same. If the factors of production are kept proper, the disruptions will be minimized. Let me quote a few of the disruption factors still then. Number one is the machine breakdown. As I have said, machines are the best friends for an entrepreneur. So you need to have a right maintenance of machines, right formulation, right processes for the machines, because if the machines break down, your product line too falls. Point number two is supply of raw materials. Now, if the supply of raw materials gets interrupted, your production process comes to a halt. So you have to take utmost care that your supply of raw material from your suppliers need to be continuous. Right supplier management module should be in place in your company. Next come manpower. Disruption from manpower is quite common in the factory areas or in the production process. It can be due to the union problem, it can be due to a lot of other factors like absence, like unskilled laborers, but you know, the right formulation of the HR policies is the base for this. Right interaction with them, understanding their problem, these are the real key how you can prevent the disruption due to manpower. Next factor is electricity. Now electricity, if gets disrupted, I must say for any production or for any entrepreneur related activity, electricity is a vital factor. Now if the electricity gets disrupted, your every process comes to a standstill. So remember, you must ensure by whatever means you should have a regular supply of electricity. Now remember, production phase is a vital phase. Based on this, your real company stands, your entrepreneurship journey goes on, and your final products are made here. So you should take utmost care of this phase. That's all for today. I'll be back with more such kind of videos. Till then, stay connected, stay tuned. Like, share and subscribe. Have a great day.